Yo, 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 what's going on, everybody? We are going to hop on here for a little bit before we have some meetings today. And we were going to talk about utilizing your systems in your business and what I even mean by that, etc. Okay, we'll hop on here real quick. Ooh, get some things set up. But here, um just getting some things here quick set up. But today we're going to talk about utilizing your systems and how that can benefit your business. I think that's pretty crucial. I think there's a lot of people that hop on to this business and they think that they can immediately just start taking action, and they expect all these deals and all this money to happen when in reality it just does not work like that. And don't get me wrong, there is a lot of people out there that I know can get some deals done by doing what they're doing. But we're a firm believer here at Keeley North that systems are the most important thing. Hey, what's happening, Christian? What's up, bro? What up? What up? What you working on, dog? You working that deal with Josh? Yeah, man, but we just on here just really trying to talk about systems and how utilizing your systems can change literally everything about your business. And that's what changed everything about our business and started bringing more consistency to our business. So we just want to break it down a little bit. Of course, there's 101 systems. So CRM, I always highly recommend everybody to obtain a CRM. What is a CRM? A CRM is where you can do outreach, either calling, text messaging, sending your emails, and then on top of it, it keeps everything organized. It keeps it all in one place. So that's a super crucial thing to have. I see many agents slash other investors constantly trying to do everything on their one phone, and not saying that is not doable, but it just makes things a lot harder. It's easier when you can just open up your CRM and look at the notes that were taken in the conversation that you talked about, or it's just, it can keep everything right there. So having that CRM is huge. Yes sir, yes sir. That's what's up. Get them that one more. um but the CR and like the CRM, so like a lot of people work a full-time jobs. A lot of people can't be working constantly on their outreach, or they can't be constantly cold calling or answering the phone because they are working that job. And so the benefits of a CRM is you can create a structure and a system that works for you and around your work schedule. And like that's the whole thing, is like 100% everybody's schedule is different. But if you create a business plan and a work schedule around that and constantly work it, your business will start to scale 100%. So that's a big thing that we that comes from utilizing a CRM 100%. I mean, and I know tons of real estate agents, successful real estate agents, are using a CRM. Successful investors are using a CRM. They treat it as they treat it as their baby, their everything. What's my opinion on clothes? I use clothes. Everybody at Keegley uses clothes. So clothes is great. I really like it. Can get a lot of work done with it. It's really good. They keep on coming. Bro, go to check this out. Here, go to my um hold on one sec. Check that out. We got clothes, but there's other ones like I got a couple homies that use REI Reply. That's a very good one too. That works just as well as clothes. Probably every CRM has their benefits and every CRM has their flaws. But the main thing is if it can give you that phone number to start your outreach, and it can give you that number to text and email and just keep track of everything, I'll say you're already ahead of the path, ahead of the curve. That's super super beneficial. And then after you have your systems all set up, it really comes down to how are you using your business? Are you doing agent outreach where you're directly reaching out to agents? Are you working with other wholesalers that can find you properties? Are you doing DTS, direct to seller, and whatever you decide, if you're doing wholesaler outreach or if you're doing agent outreach or direct to seller, then you'll start setting up your systems through that. And I mean, we'll just go off agent outreach. For agent outreach, you would get a list of every agent in the market that you're working. You would upload it to your system, Close or REI Reply or Go High Level or whatever and then you would literally start your KPIs by outreach calls. You'd be doing the text messages, really trying to chase those relationships with those agents. That's going to be the biggest thing for you, is to create relationships with these agents. And a big thing is stand out, be different, and I'm not saying be crazy or anything, but like I'm really saying like make a meaningful impression, because like at the end of it, it's you want them to remember you after that conversation. There's so many times that like I'll like listen in and on Josh's conversations or Anton's or Davies, and when they're following up with their agents, the agents, to see if they remember them, they do. And that means like by that last conversation, it was a good enough conversation where when they follow up, they remember who they're talking to, and that is slowly building that relationship. um and so, like, just staying on top of that, creating as many relationships as you can. And everybody's not like, how am I ever going to get a deal done? They never bring me deals. I mean, the whole point is there's endless amount of real estate. So eventually there will bring a deal. But when you're following up, seeing how their business is doing, they're seeing how your business is doing. I mean, while you're like, talking with your buyers, and because like through the seasons, I mean, at least here in Minnesota, things change, the winter. So like a lot of buyers, they're now looking for different kind of projects, like cosmetic projects, so like having those kind of adjustments. So giving those kind of updates to agents, and like, we're now looking for yada yada yada. So it's just all about that communication. But the more communication that you have with these agents, the more they're going to know what you're doing, that you're actively doing it. Because like, think about it, like I literally receive over 50 to 70 phone calls every single day from either agents or other wholesalers or anything. Do you really think I remember everybody's name that I talk to? No, probably not. I probably only can remember the people that those conversation, like I was engaged in the conversation. So like, finding more ways to engage with your clients, finding more ways to, leave that meaningful impression. Because when you do leave that meaningful meaningful repression, they're gonna remember you. And like that's what it's all about, you know. And so that's where the agent outreach. So, you know, you're now creating that pipeline. And through that, now with those relationships of agents and what you've already talked with, either with me at Keegley or other big buyers in your market, you know, you're learning their buy criteria and their specifics. And like specifics is like, I give everybody my buy criteria, but there are specifics of my buy criteria. What is like, you know, what's always going, you know? And so learning to create those relationships with your buyers, knowing that like, don't just like, hey, here's my generic buy box. No, like I really want to start acquiring properties for you at the right price point in the right locations. Tell me how I can start doing that, or tell me where and what price point you like these deals. And once you know you start building that relationship with them, they're gonna, you know, they're gonna tell you, and then literally go out and find that, and don't send them anything but that. And that's like a great way. Like I'll tell you, there's so many relationships that like I probably burned in the very beginning of my career. Just like anytime I got a deal, I sent it out to everybody. When like people told me like, "Oh, I don't like this," like it didn't matter. Like that will burn bridges, you know. So making sure that you know, you are building that relationship with your buyers, so you don't send them something that they don't want, or they don't get annoyed with you, because that's the last thing you don't want to happen. Um, you know, and then I mean, like that right there is enough for you to start creating a pipeline, start building relationships with agents. And like through that, you're already building relationships with the buyers or Keegley. Right there, you now create your time block day. Like, how are you going to do your outreach? How are you going to hit your numbers? And once those numbers are out, literally never stop. We just never stop. Obviously, this week is a short week, you know, so you might not be getting a lot of responses. People are traveling. It's, you know, it's family time. So it's not getting discouraged about that, but setting task reminders, you know, to follow up these people if you've been in discussions about opportunities, or, you know, if you're discussing a property that, you know, could be a potential, you know, like set up those reminders. But, you know, but at the same time have that respect for, you know, people are going to go spend time with their families, and that's what that time is for. So make sure you're on top of your business, where you respect everybody's time, because it is about relationships. And I know a lot of people are like, I want to get the deal. Don't be chasing the deals over the relationships, because I guarantee you're not going to be in the game for long. The people that chase the deals over the relationships are the ones that burn relationships, and they're the ones that get blacklisted. They're the ones that, you know, you don't want to be around. So make sure that you're actually building that relationship with these agents, so they want to do business with you again, so they can see that you're an ethical person, so they can see that this transaction is going good. And you know what I mean? So it's a lot like that. That's like literally, I'm telling you, that's the best way to set up your systems. And then through everything that we just talked about in the last 13 minutes, that right there can start building you a pipeline. And like, I honestly want to leave you with that. Like, I'm going to come on later. I have a couple meetings and stuff, but like, start building those relationships, you know, like this is a short week, you know, so like, and it's Tuesday right now. Like I literally challenge you to start building 3 meaningful relationships before Thanksgiving. So either if it's with buyers, learn their specific buy criteria so you can go obtain those properties for them at the proper price point where everybody's happy. Um, You know, a lot of times you don't need to secure the proof of funds. I mean, it's always good to know where, you know, to acquire it. I know that Jamil and people in the Astro Flipping have proof of funds for everybody there. But a lot of times, you know, sometimes they might not ask for it. And a lot of times they don't ask for that proof of funds until like you're a little further in like the negotiations about a property. So, you know, in my mind, you know, say less so they don't, you know, you don't need to overwhelm, you know, you're just trying to do a transaction for an investment property. That's it. So there's no, I got proof of funds, I got all this, like cool. Like, you know, that's the normal. So we don't need to sound like that's, you know what I mean? But bro, keep crushing it. Module 3, good module. I'll say module 4, 5, and 6 are top-notch real estate knowledge. Some of probably the best real estate education out there for real estate investors in our field. So do dive in, and real talk anytime. Hit me up with a DM if you have questions on that. And start trying to connect with people where you can get that proof of funds for that first deal, because if they do ask for it, it is nice just to have it on hand, quick, send it over, so it's just bop bop. But like at the same time, like, it's like everything's serious, but it's not that serious. Know that you're adding so much value, and like like, not that you're in control, but like you know what you're doing. Like, here, we're gonna provide an investor to move this unsellable property. This is what we got to do. And the more education and the more that you know what you're talking about, the more the agent is going to want to do business with you. Because I guarantee you, all the times, like, agents trying to figure out working with a wholesaler and you just don't know what you're talking about, or you don't know your buy box, I mean, they're going to feel that energy, they're going to feel that vibe, and it's going to be a little harder for you to overcome that rebuttal. So I always recommend anybody in the astro flipping, do all the coursework, because it's amazing coursework. Astro flipping coursework is amazing. So I'm telling you, if you dive into that and really figure that out, and hit me up if you have specific questions in that coursework. I know astro flipping will help you too, but I'm always down to help everybody as well. So like, dive in and get it. And as soon as you finish the coursework, hit me up. Let's link up, hop on a phone call, and get your systems. Because, like, real talk, once your systems are going and you have all that knowledge already, now let's apply that and create a business plan to start scaling your business and start creating as many relationships as you possibly can. But I promise you're going to learn so much in that module work, hands down. So you already know. But real talk, Wayne, hit me up anytime. You already know. For real. But I am actually going to hop off, but I am going to leave you with that. You guys can rewatch this anytime, but the systems are going to start really leveling your business up. Everybody hears me talking about level up, level up. I'm on that level up right now. I'm trying to level up my systems. I'm trying to get the team to level up. We can always grow in this business. And I think that's one of the most beneficial things about this business, is we can continue to grow. We can continue to make adjustments in our systems. We can continue to make better relationships with agents. We can continue to make better relationships with buyers. It never ends. So enjoy the process and enjoy the journey, and set up your systems. And if you have any other questions about systems, you guys hit me up in a DM, hit me up in the chat. And like I say, like, you guys, sometimes I do get really, really busy. We do have a lot going on here, and I do own 3 franchises in 3 different states. So, like, if I don't get back to you right away, or if you feel like I ignored you, blow my fucking phone up, blow up my DM, because, like, I'm really not trying to ignore you. Things just might be busy, and I can quick look at it, and then all of a sudden, oh, something popped up, and I put my phone down. So don't ever take it, personal, or I'm not trying to help you, because I'm about that, and I want to help you. So let's get it. I will be on later. I got to get ready for a meeting, but get your systems, do the coursework, and enjoy the journey. And I'll talk to you guys very soon.